You are tuned to the Indraprasth channel of Akashvani. Life on earth is possible only because there is water on earth. But water bodies all over the globe are facing huge challenges. What are those challenges? Ramveer Tanwar, who has worked in the field of restoration of ponds and lakes, takes up this issue in today's English talk, set in the backdrop of World Lake Day that falls on 27th August.
Namaskar, my name is Ramveer Tanwar and people know me as Pondman of India because I work across the country to rejuvenate ponds and lakes. I also tell the fascinating tales of our ancient ponds, lakes and step wells which were built by our ancestors. Water has always been at the heart of our village, towns and cities. Even many places in India are named after the ponds, lakes or wells. For example, Amritsar means Amrit ka Sarovar. Amrit you know and Sarovar matlab again talab. Other examples we have, there is a district in Sahadol in Madhya Pradesh that is in reality Sahastradol yani हजार तालाब वाला एक शहर. Again in NCR if you come, we have Lal Kuan, Dhola Kuan. In Uttar Pradesh we have Pukhraya. Pukhraya means pokhar wali jagah. Not only these but we have many thousands of places in India which are very famous. All are named after the ponds and water bodies. In India, ponds have been deeply intertwined with our religion, education and tradition for centuries. Almost every historic temple is built beside a pond or step well. For example, you can see the Pushkar Lake in Rajasthan, temple tanks of Madurai, many historical ponds in Karnataka. These ponds are serving as a place for ritual purification before worship. Ancient universities like Nalanda, Taxila also had beautiful maintained ponds within their campus, used for meditation, learning and sustaining campus life. These water bodies were not only source of water but also symbol of purity, prosperity and community harmony, where festivals, culture gathering and teaching often took place by the water age. Water bodies were not just only source of water, they were deeply connected to our economy, our culture, our traditions and our ecosystem. Our ancestors built them with love, purpose, sometimes by king, sometimes by wealthy merchants, sometimes to celebrate festivals, and sometimes during drought when water was meant the survival. Recently I visited a pond in Churu district of Rajasthan where there is a very famous pond that is called Sethani Ka Johad. Sethani Ka Johad means pond that was built by a very rich merchant. She was widow and she built that pond during a drought during the Chappaniya Akal, that is a Akal or drought region. Same pond is being used for water, for birds, for our cattle, for even humans also. I am one of the lucky people who learned swimming in these village ponds. Many children spent their childhood playing swimming, diving in these ponds. That time we didn't realize that we were not only having fun but we were also learning some life skills. But sadly today, on the name of modern development, on the name of concretization, many concrete drains now carry household water into these ponds. Nowadays submersible pumps waste huge amounts of wastewater which also flows into these ponds. Slowly solid waste started piling up and ponds turned into the storage tanks of sewage. The ponds where we could swim, where we could drink, where we could bath are nowadays looking like landfill sites or dumping grounds. As the land price rose, people started eyeing on these pond lands. Today more than 50% of ponds in urban areas or peri-urban areas are either partially encroached or fully encroached. It's about 30% in rural areas also. And this is my own study. I have been visited these ponds villages from last 5 to 10 years. So I realized that lots of ponds in our urban areas and rural areas have been encroached because the hike in land price. The same rainwater which used to fill in these ponds nowadays cause urban floods because the ponds are either full encroached or already full of silt and sewage. And remember, ponds are not just for humans because sometimes we forget these things. The ponds are not just for humans. Many thousands of other living species like birds, fishes, animals, and plants depend on these ponds. There is very famous book on ponds in Hindi that is Aaj Bhi Khare Hain Talab. That means ponds are still very relevant to the other living species. Also, these are very relevant to the humans also, but directly many thousands of living species, even our cattle, dogs, cats, snakes, lots of other living species are still depend on these water bodies. When we destroy ponds, we destroy their entire world. Today we face urban heat island effect. That means cities are getting hotter every year. If you will travel from a rural to urban area, you will feel that temperature. As you are traveling towards the cities, you are feeling more hotter. In our urban areas, season streets floods during the heavy rain, groundwater is depleting at alarming rates, and pollution is rising. Animals and birds suffer during heat waves. And all this damage our economy and threatens our future generation. But the solution is right now in front of us. And that solution is our ponds, lakes and wells. Now you must be thinking how one pond, lake and well can solve all problems. Because when we protect, clean and rejuvenate these water bodies, rainwater will recharge the groundwater. The ponds which are full of sewage, if we clean, if we rejuvenate, all the rainwater will be stored these ponds and lakes, and our cities can be saved from urban floods. That means these ponds and lakes and step wells can mitigate the urban flood problem, which is very high nowadays in our urban areas. The other hot topic nowadays is urban heat island. So there have been lots of studies conducted in not only in India but across the world, and it has been proved that our natural water bodies help our cities and locality to become cooler. So if we have good and beautiful and natural water bodies, organic water bodies in our urban areas, we can mitigate this urban heat island effect. And as I said earlier, ponds are not only for humans. So lots of birds, fishes and animals can survive in these water bodies. If you notice that we used to see lots of migratory birds in around us in our locality, but nowadays there is no migratory birds is visible during even winter season also. So if we will maintain these water bodies as per the quality of water required by these migratory birds, we can see lots of migratory birds in our, not only migratory birds but lots of domestic birds can also be survive in these water bodies. Another the one great thing that in India lots of our traditions and heritage and rituals are related to our water bodies. In Greater Noida rural area or in NCR, if you will search and you will study, there is a tradition, there is one ritual that in any family, if one new baby born, especially boy, then they worship the wells, and that ritual is called Kuan Pujan. In every family, if a new baby born, especially boy, they worship the well because they worship that place from where this new baby boy will drink the water whole life. That was the symbol of our gratitude. But nowadays we don't see any pond or well nearby us, so we are just worshipping that place where there used to be a well. How sad it is. So friends, let's us pledge to protect water bodies around us, because this is not just about saving water, it's about securing the future of our children and generation to come. I, Ramveer, request you to adopt at least one pond nearby you. Take care of it and clean it. A step you take today will be remembered for generation. Thank you so much.
Challenges faced by lakes and water bodies. You just heard this talk from Ramveer Tanwar, who is working in the field of restoration of ponds and lakes in India, a work that has also brought him the name of Pond Man. English talks are aired on every Monday at the same time and on the same channel. Please stay tuned to the Indraprasth channel for more such talks in the future.